I am totally out of control. Please remind me of how to take those initial steps back. This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Kelly Scott from Facebook wrote, I am so far off of eating correctly. I am totally out of control. I know your eating plans and I know it all works. I feel like the hill is huge to get back. Trying to think where to begin again. I feel horrible and heavy, sluggish, depressed, and pretty sure my thyroid levels are off, but my doctor isn't seeing patients for non-critical issues right now. Please remind me of how to take those initial steps back. And yes, I still have your books. All right, my heart just kind of sank when I read this, and I was like, we've all been there. We've all been there. I've been there. I'm betting you've been there. And, that's the ability to figure out how to get back is the most important thing, because life is just not this straight line of progress. So I'm going to share some tactics when we get back. All right. So I so understand where you're at, and through personal experiences, through coaching so many people through the same thing. And I guess our biggest goal here is to help you have the strategies in place so that it doesn't get to this point again, so that we've got some learning here that we can use over and over and over again. And it reminds me back when we did a survey of our community a couple of years ago. And the question was, if you're not where you want to be in your health and in your weight, why not? Now, I really thought that it would be because, you couldn't get rid of your gluten, or you couldn't stop the sugar, or gosh, I'm just refused to give up the cheese. I really thought it'd be something like that. But the answer wasn't that. The overwhelming response by so many people who wrote in paragraphs, letters about this was, I don't feel good enough. I don't feel worthy. I don't love myself. And what I read when I read this, and I feel it, in my gut, is this desperation, loathing. And so we've got to get off of that. And first of all, go to forgiveness. You know what? We all get off track. You're not going to be at your peak and your best all the time. We've just gone through something really rough. This is being recorded at the time of quarantine and the pandemic. And so we're here now, and now let's move forward. And so the first thing that you've got to realize is that, it's like fully take into yourself is that you are here, you're worth it, and come from a place of self-love rather than self-loathing. And I look at what we need to do to change. And, when you pick one thing, own that thing, and then go to the next thing and own that thing, you make small changes that all add up to a massive change over time. But we always want to go, okay, I've totally fallen off. So right now I want it all back to where it was. And it just doesn't work that way, especially, if you're not 20, it especially doesn't work that way. So the first thing that I want to look at is I want to sit back down. I want you to start to dream. And this is all in a journal. And from here on out, keep a journal. I'm going to give you a couple tips so that it doesn't get to this point again. Number one, keep a journal and weigh in every single day. Weigh in every single day, because then you can catch yourself if things start to go crazy. I will tell you that I have been stable in my weights, just never an issue. It goes like up or down 2 pounds. That's it. And as the pandemic went on, it went up, jumped up 3 pounds immediately. I went, well, that's interesting. And that's probably stress. And then all of a sudden it went up a pound a day, a pound a day, a pound a day over a week. Well, cause for alarm, freak out. turned out that my hormones had completely done a 180, which I'm digging into right now. But the reason I could tell that was because I was stepping on the scale every single day and then going, what the heck is going on? So we got to step on the scale every day and take the emotional charge out of it and realize it's just information to find out what is going on with your body. Along with that, you're going to be writing down what you're eating every day because it makes a big difference when you put it on paper. And again, not judging, looking at it so that you can connect the dots and go, gosh, when I get upset, I do this. And then you're going to pick where you want to start. Now, I really like to take people through a process where first you envision your big goal, your big why. Why are you doing this? Where do you want to be? And you really get a clear picture of where you want to be. You know, what body you want to have, how it's going to feel to be in that body, what kind of confidence when you have that, what's that going to do for you in your life? What's it going to mean that you're going to go after, that you're going to feel more confident going after? So you get a really clear picture, really clear vision, because remember, everything's created first once in your mind and then in your actions. So the first thing we have to do is get that clear picture of where you want to believe and know where you want to be and know and believe that you can be there because you can. It's going to take time. Right? So you get that clear and you put it in your journal and you're so clear on your why and you're so clear on where you want to go. And then you look at, where am I going to start? Where's my starting point? How do I raise my floor from where I am now to the next step up? And it could be something so basic as, right now, what I'm going to make sure of is that I'm going to start adding vegetables into my diet. So I've been eating like 2 vegetables a day. I want to go to 5 servings of vegetables a day. That will be this week's progress. That's it. Next week, I will pull out artificially sweetened stuff and I'll put in, green tea and water. So again, pick one thing. That's why if you look at all of my programs, Virgin Diet, Sugar Impact Diet, it's not do all these things. It's not pull out the hidden food intolerances, start exercise, de-stress. It's one thing. So you're going to take one thing and work it till it becomes your new normal, your new floor, right? People always talk about raising the ceiling, raising where they want to be. I want to raise the floor so you'll never go back to where you were before, so that the new you gets up in the morning and writes down what they're grateful for and gets on the scale every single day. The new you makes sure that you are getting your water in throughout the day, that you're getting enough vegetables because you picked one thing at a time and put that in place. And then, and this is so important, hire a coach. Find a coach. Find a coach online. There's so many great health coaches and nutritionists out there. Find a coach, someone you can relate to, who's going to help you stay accountable and help you troubleshoot if you go sideways, so that it's a learning experience that won't be repeated. And again, let's keep that focus of where you want to be, that clear vision, and that vision of self-love in getting there. And then, Kelly, report back. I want to hear your progress. All right. This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetojj.com.